Good morning and welcome to Unity of Mesa Online. I'm Reverend Kathy Kellogg, and today we're continuing our August series of Words to Live By. Today we're looking at words of hope and encouragement. I'm joined with our musicians, Dan Vega and Dennis Hubert, and we have 4 members of our spiritual community who have graciously consented to share their favorite quotes with us, and they are Mary Hagerty, Nancy Neufeld, Cindy Richardson, and Cynthia Woelky. We're blessed to have them share today. Our affirmation is, I speak positive, powerful words that help and heal. Together, I speak positive, powerful words that help and heal. You know, words are powerful. They have the ability to comfort and to encourage and to support one another. But we have to have that capacity to listen and to listen deeply to what's going on, to what's being said, to listen deeply to the light within each person as they express what's going on in their life. And so today I invite you to take whatever and whoever is on your prayer list into prayer with us as we open with a prayer adapted from J. McDaniel. We breathe in, and in this day and in any day, our deepest hope, our most tender prayer is that we learn to listen. May we listen to one another in openness and mercy. May we listen to plants and animals in wonder and respect. May we listen to our own hearts in love and forgiveness. May we listen to God in quietness and awe. And in this listening, which is boundless in its beauty, may we find the wisdom to cooperate with healing spirit, with divine spirit, that beckons us into peace and community and creativity. Today, we do not ask for a perfect world. We do ask for a better world. We ask for deep listening. Our source is infinite. Love is our foundation. And so it is, and so we let it be. Amen. And now for our opening song.
Some days you don't want to get out of bed, yeah. You look yourself in your eyes and wonder what could be said. Like pick yourself up, do better than the day before. But then you realize that trick don't work no more. You gotta follow your heart, it's known you from the start. It'll bring you everything you need, endless possibilities. Follow your heart, you will never be apart. It will lead you where you need to go. You'll become a living work of art. A living work of art. Oh, oh, yeah. Well, this world is surrounded by so much negativity, and people want to bring you down and see you on your knees. You won't have it, no, you won't take another day. Next time they try to, this is what you'll say, yeah. You gotta follow your heart, it's known you from the start. It'll bring you everything you need, endless possibilities. Follow your heart, you will never be apart. It will lead you where you need to go. You'll become a living work of art. Oh, oh, yeah, a living work of art. Oh, oh, yeah. Feel the beating drum of your life. Be the love and know it feels right. Take someone's hand and hold on real tight. You are love, let your light shine bright. Follow your heart, it's known you from the start. It'll bring you everything you need, endless possibilities. apart. It will lead you where you need to go. You'll become a living work of art. Oh, oh, yeah. A living work of art. Oh, oh, yeah. A living work of art. Oh, oh, yeah. A living work of art. Oh, oh, yeah.
And now some things for you to know. The virtual garden is open every Sunday after service. So join me, Reverend Judy, and your Unity friends and come and share what you're doing and what's going on for you. You can register to be part of the garden by going to our homepage at our website, unityofmesa.org, and filling in the information, and we will send you a link so that you can be part of it. But don't wait till the end of the service because that's a little too late. Join now. If you would like our prayer chaplains to pray for you or your loved ones or something that's going on in your life or in the world, if you'll go to our Unity's Care page under the Ministries tab, there'll be a prayer request form for you to fill out. It goes to our chaplains held in prayer and held in confidentiality to support you in the light and the love. You'll also find more information on direct prayer support and other spiritual support that we offer. And speaking about prayer, Unity's World Day of Prayer is going to be Thursday, September 10th. More information will be coming out about that. But we will be having a prayer time in the garden, the literal garden outside. And guidelines will be followed. But like I said, more information will be following on that one. So mark it on your calendars, Thursday, September 10th. I want to thank each and every one of you who took our survey that went out last week. This information will help us as we try to find the right time to reopen our sanctuary for in-person services. One question many of you have asked is that when we start meeting in person or on site, will there still be online services? And the answer to that is yes. So whether you come in service or stay at home on your couch, you will be able to be a part of that service. Every Friday at 10 o'clock, I do a 5-minute Bible talk. You can come to that through Facebook or through our YouTube page at Unity of Mesa, on our YouTube page on the internet. And we just explore. For 5 minutes, I explored the Bible, verses, looking at historically, socially, politically, looking to see if we can bring the words alive, whether we can crack it open and bring those words alive to find meaning for our day-to-day living. And so that's on Fridays at 10. And on Tuesdays at 10, we have a Sangha with Karen and Tony leading it every Tuesday morning. And so you can sign up for either the Sangha or the Bible Talks on our classes page, and you'll receive the Zoom link so you can be a part of that conversation. All right, now it's time for our offering. And I just want to tell you that I am so grateful for all the ways that you show up in the world at this time. Through your prayers, through your affirmations, letting your light shine and giving from your abundance. Together we can enlighten, empower, and energize our world, each other, to uplift our world through a greater expression of God. There are many ways to financially support this spiritual community as we continue to care for our physical location and our staff. And as we continue to do the work to keep us connected and ready to return, whenever that might be. You can give directly through online giving using the Give Plus app or sending a check, or give indirectly by ordering books from our pages, adding Unity Church of the East Valley as your favorite charity on Smile Amazon, or using Fry's Rewards. All this information and more can be found on our website, unityofmesa.org. And if you're currently watching on YouTube, just click the link in the description. Wow. So now let's just take our love offering in our hands and say with me our offering blessing. Divine love flowing through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Thank you, Spirit of Abundance. And now let's prepare for meditation. We prepare for meditation by consciously connecting with our breath. And so I invite you to gently close your eyes, to focus your attention on your breathing. Breathing in and release. Breathing in and release. As we focus on our breath, we hear the words of the psalmist. Let the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be acceptable in your sight, O Lord. And we know that, O Lord, is that divine consciousness. And we call forth that the words of our mouth and the meditations of our heart be in alignment with our divine consciousness. For the inner working of Spirit helps us to accept only positive words of truth as we read materials or listen to others speak. Spirit guides us in selecting and speaking words of upliftment and encouragement. But first, we listen, and listen deeply, to realign our knowing with our being, to listen to that still small voice within, to listen to the meditations of our heart. And with that, we enter the silence. And we breathe Jesus said, "The words that I have spoken to you are spirit and life." Our words too can be full of life-giving spirit. Today, we think positive thoughts and speak words that are helpful, aware of the healing power of loving, understanding words, words that ensure support, encouragement, and harmony. We take in and speak out the positive, powerful words that help and heal. And so it is. Amen.
Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul. Everything I've ever done, everything I've ever seen, everything I lost or won, everything I've ever dreamed has brought me here to the present moment, here to a new beginning, here, and I'm seeing life so clearly. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love, and to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul. 'Cause here I go, deeper, deeper, deeper than I've ever been before. Here I go, closer, closer, closer to my sacred source. Here I go, deeper, deeper, deeper than I've ever been before. Here I go, closer, closer, closer to my sacred source. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul. Get ready, my soul.
So today we're looking at words to live by, words of hope and encouragement to help us and to guide us and to keep us company along our spiritual journey. You know, usually in August, we have generational Sundays where each generation has a Sunday to present lessons on ideas that they have or things that concern them or things that they've experienced in their generational lifetime. And we get to hear their music that feeds their souls. But because that was we weren't able to replicate that this year, I began to think of what was that about? And that was about their words and the power of their words, the words that brought joy and understanding and prompted us to think about who they were as a generation. So our words to live by are considering the power that is in our words to share, to educate, to express. And so I know that many of you, because I do too, save quotes, words that come along our way that resonate with our soul, and we want to remember them, that we might use them as companions along our way. They express either where we've been or what we're experiencing in the present or where we're headed. But no matter what words we use, we just need to know that words are powerful. They have the power to create or to tear down, to build or to destroy. In a 5-minute Bible talk, I talked about how our thoughts are containers for this unexpressed energy that lies underneath and behind all things. And our thoughts hold that container. And so whatever our thoughts might be takes that unexpressed energy and builds it into something. And in the revealing word, it says then the words are the vehicles for the energy through which ideas make themselves manifest. So our words are vehicles for that energy to be expressed. And so what are we expressing? Because whatever it is, it has power. The book of Proverbs, chapter 18, verse 21, it says that death and life are in the power of the tongue. So what are we creating? What are the words that we are entertaining, inviting into our consciousness to be careful in what we're willing to create or to destroy? Edward Thorndike wrote that colors fade, temples crumble, empires fall, but wise words endure. The quotes that you hear today have endured into the speaker's hearts and probably into your hearts too. Ingrid Bengus wrote, "For me, words are a form of action, capable of influencing change. Their articulation represents a complete lived experience." And Jim Rohn wrote, "Words do two major things. They provide food for the mind and create light for understanding and awareness." This morning, I've asked 4 members of our community to share a favorite quote of theirs and then describe what meaning it has for them. These are quotes of peace and love, of potential and gifts. They come from the Dalai Lama, Oprah, Jimi Hendrix, and an original one. One of these quotes may already live within you. One of these quotes may resonate deeply with you. It's hoped that all of them give your mind food for thought and light for your understanding and awareness. Let's begin in the order with Mary Hagerty, Nancy Neufeld, Cindy Richardson, and Cynthia Woelky.
And my go-to quote is by the Dalai Lama. It's, "Don't let the behavior of others destroy your inner peace." And the reason I like that so much is that in this day of COVID and a divisive election coming up, it's really easy to let other people that we come in contact with upset our inner peace. We're angry because they don't wear a mask or because they don't agree with us politically. So I try to keep this quote in mind so that others don't destroy my inner peace. Thank you.
My favorite quote is from Jimi Hendrix. "When the power of love overcomes the love of power, the world will know peace." Having grown up as a pacifist, that quote always resonates with me, big time. In my life, I have so often experienced the power of love and know it to be a healing force or a caring experience, a joyous knowing. It can be as quiet as a whisper or as loud as rolling thunder. Love is one of the most potent responses I can share. The power of love can be the only thing that gives us solace when the world outside may be too much to take. But the quote is perhaps even more meaningful in these times, when juxtaposed to the love of power. On a daily basis, we see reports of the harm, confusion, and chaos that the love of power creates. Although power can be positive, we know that power tends to corrupt, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. It's easy to get caught up in the idea that power is essential in the world that we live in today. Power gives us status. It can give us purpose. But I believe it should be put on the back burner when it comes to more important issues like loving, caring, kindness, inclusiveness. Both love and power affect how people think, feel, and interact with others. I choose love because I want to participate in creating peace.
Kathy asked me to share a quote with you all today that was important to me, and I chose this one from Oprah Winfrey. All my life, I have wanted to lead people to an empathy space, to a gratitude space. I want us each to be awake to our full potential, to find our calling and to summon the courage to live it. Imagine a world where we all lift ourselves up and then reach out and lift someone else. And so together we rise. That's an older quote, and I've always liked it because I believe that that is what we're all here to do, is to become, realize what our full potential is. And it kind of appeals to the altruistic part of me that if I'm going to raise myself up, then what is that for unless we rise everybody else up along with us? So I've always thought that Oprah was one of those wonderful self-actualized beings that did a great job with her gifts in this world. So that's why I chose that quote. Thank you.
And I'd like to share with you today my quote that I've used for many years. My quote is, share your gifts. And a lot of people will ask me, well, what do I mean by that? Share your gifts. And I just say, well, what are your gifts? We have so many gifts in life to share with others. It doesn't mean that it's a tangible product item. It could be sharing of time. It can be sharing, helping a new mom who just had a baby. It can be taking someone to a doctor's appointment. Maybe sharing your gifts from your garden that you've had. And maybe it's sharing your time with a loved one. It can be also sharing however you feel, teaching someone a craft, which is really important to me. I love sharing my time that way. Or maybe just sharing with someone, holding their hand, talking to them, letting them know that you hear them. Other things that we can share is just the human love. Our gifts are endless when we give freely of ourselves to another out of human love, that we are really sharing our gifts.
So thank you so very, very much for sharing. Our affirmation today, we reaffirm that we speak positive, powerful words that help and heal. May the words that you've heard today, words saved in your notebooks or words that will come to you, be a light unto your feet in your spiritual journey. And above all, may we listen deeply and choose the positive, powerful words that give hope and encouragement. Now for our closing song.
Darling, if your sunshine goes away and you find yourself all alone on a cold and rainy day, just feel that old familiar part, that feeling deep inside your heart. It's been there from the very start, and you know. Choose love, love. It's the only thing I'm dreaming of. Choose love, love. It's heaven sent from up above. Choose love, love. A feeling like no other one, and love will set you free. It's the one thing that belongs to you and me. It belongs to you and me. Wipe that tear from your cheek. Listen to your heart speak and tell you all the things you need to hear. It'll guide you through the roughest times and nurture you and get you by when you feel like there's nothing left to do. There's one thing that I know will get you through. Yeah. Choose love, love. It's the only thing I'm dreaming of. Choose love, love. It's heaven sent from up above. Choose love, love. A feeling like no other one, and love will set you free. It's the one thing that belongs to you and me. Let your soul shine bright, shining through the darkest night. Let it be your guiding light. Hold on to your dreams tonight. Choose love, love. It's the only thing I'm dreaming of. Choose love, love. It's heaven sent from up above. Choose love, love. A feeling like no other one, and love will set you free. It's the one thing that belongs to you and me. It belongs to you and me. It belongs to you and me.
And so in closing, let us remember and say together our words: the light of God surrounds us, the love of God enfolds us, the power of God protects us, and the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Blessings.